Cassie Ventura confirmed that Jonathan Oddi is one of Diddy's freak-off workers. And this information is huge. Remember in 2018 when he said, "I am an S worker for Cassie and Diddy," and everybody thought that this man was crazy? Come to find out, he was actually telling the truth.
I had sex with Cassie and Sean. Basically, he would master tell me what to do with Cassie. I had like 15 encounters, and I heard lots of business. I was like a slave, okay? For them, that's what I was. That's all right? I caught herpes, and I came back and I sued them for the herpes and won. They asked me to turn in that, which was the video recording, and I did so. They gave it back to me accidentally, and it's possible I threw everything out. It's possible I can produce a copy.
And what's so crazy about all of this is the government was the one to bring out these photos of these workers, and Cassie Ventura was able to confirm that Jonathan Oddi was one. And that means that the government has already probably contacted Jonathan Oddi about this. And it is very likely that Jonathan Oddi could be a witness put on that stand against Diddy, because not only does he have his testimony, he also has direct evidence, because last week, his NDA with Diddy just got leaked to the media. In that video, back in 2018, Jonathan Oddi said that he signed an NDA with Diddy after a $5 million settlement. And here's the NDA. As you can see, confidential settlement agreement that happened on July 9th of 2014. Jonathan Oddi, Sean Combs. And what makes this thing even wilder is the fact that Jonathan Oddi was just on the news last night, and he described these freak-offs in detail, and he even said that he was able to record a video of these freak-offs, and this is what actually prompted this NDA. The same thing that we just heard him talk about in the interview. And during that interview in 2018, Jonathan Oddi said it was possible that he could produce a copy of this video. Jonathan Oddi said that he took this video of this freak-off because when he would go to the freak-offs with Diddy and Cassie, Cassie was so out of it, and he was scared during these freak-offs that she might pass away. He said he went and got a secret camera, took it with him to these freak-offs, set it on the table, and nobody knew it was a camera, so the whole time it was recording, because he was scared if Cassie Ventura passed away due to these substances during the freak-offs, he didn't want it to get turned around on him. And this is exactly why Diddy settled with him for $5 million. Not only did this man say he got an STD, he also had video footage of these freak-offs, and Cassie was to the point where he thought that she might pass away. It was that bad.
Why did you decide to record or video?
Because after she passed out, I decided to record that. So in the event anything worse happened, like if she died, or anybody died, it will be on camera, it will be on video, whatever. So I wouldn't be responsible for any of that.
So you were beginning to worry about her doing drugs. I mean, like about her dying, or him dying, or somebody dying from the drugs, and that you would be held responsible. So you brought a video. You brought your phone?
No, I had a USB video memory stick done like spy shop, and I put it in a wallet on the table, in the living room table of the hotel I was staying at. I filmed it, and it had everything I described, and it had her threatening me, but he was telling her what to say. We had an argument. When I left, I knew they were paranoid. So I wanted to guarantee my safety. So I said,
And the crazy part about this all is Jonathan Oddi is still in jail for the crime that he committed in 2018 at the Trump Hotel. He went there and was going crazy, throwing weapons up in the air, if you can catch what I mean. And this is where the first interview came to light during the police interviewing Jonathan Oddi. And this is when he said everything about Diddy and Cassie back in 2018. And what makes me think that Jonathan Oddi is probably a witness and is probably most definitely going to testify is the fact that his case is still ongoing. This man has never been sentenced, and he's been in there since 2018. It's starting in 2024. They start talking about plea agreements, which we know is the same time around this investigation that they were doing against Diddy. Since 2024, it has continued to just get pushed out longer and longer and longer, and they still haven't sentenced this man for his crimes in 2018. That's literally 7 whole years. So the fact that they're doing this weird thing with his case and he hasn't been sentenced, and right before this, it talked about a plea deal of some kind, and it just keeps getting pushed out longer and longer. And now knowing he actually does have evidence and maybe even a video like he talked about in 2018 makes me think some way, somehow, Jonathan Oddi is going to be one of those people that definitely ends up on that stand testifying against Diddy, because not only is his testimony a lot and the prior police interview a lot, he has that NDA, and he even might have that video of Cassie looking terrible and looking like she might pass away during this freak off. This is absolutely huge, but y'all let me know what you guys think about all this in the comments.